Hey ho, this is Farmer George, we're back again. He's only just started that field as this new harvester. I've left him on auto combine 3.2, so and he's just automatically working. You don't have any setup or anything, just leave him to do it. I didn't bother spraying this field or anything. We're going over to here because we've driven this guy over to put some manure down on the field, but we're a little bit late because the crop's already been sort of planted, and there's also another manure wagon to take over, and that should be getting filled. If you have two vehicles working this properly, you'd have one vehicle filling the manure wagon. Usually they'd have something like the Fendt tractor driving between the two fields and putting it on the field. We've got 58% of fertilizer on this field anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We might not stick it on there, we'll just have a look, see whether he's got any space for us. And if not, we'll stick it on this field. Could do with a better tractor. There's 15,500 litres in here apparently, but when you look at the size of some of the other vehicles, you know, the actual scale of what 15,000 litres looks like, I don't doubt that 15,000 litres would fit into something of that scale. But you look at other things and they've got, like, you know, 8,000 litres, 8,500 litres in that yellow wagon I've got at the bio facility, and yet, you know, how come that takes 8,500 litres, this takes 15, and they're about the same size? That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand it. We'll wind the vehicle up a little bit more. So this is growing canola in the middle there. Just for the time being. We should also put the wheat further closer to where we're using the actual closer to where we're using the actual wheat thing. So what we'll do is we'll spread this here. We will take a look at the crop on field 3, which is what we're at now. It says fertilised 58%. So we're just putting it on the bit that we've already got left to do. If we drive over the crop that's been planted, we will leave lines in it, I'm sure, as it's just been planted. We could do a little test for a joke. We'll do a little test for a joke just to see. We will turn in front and we will remember that we're going to do a little circle just round here, and that when it's finally grown we'll say, look, do you remember doing that? And what we'll do is we will just have another look. Going uphill now, so we slowed right down. We will reassess the field, and we should see that the field 3 has gone up now to 62% fertilised from 58%. So each time it's giving the crop a better yield. But it hasn't been sprayed, it hasn't been ploughed, it's only been ploughed 46%. Well, sorry, 1.46%. So it could do with a good plough, as could field 4. It doesn't give you a ploughed issue on that one, does it? Says so it doesn't need ploughing. That's basically what they're saying there. But with field 3, it's saying that it could need ploughing because it's only 1.46% ploughed. So we might get a plough on this and pull that off. So 62%, 62.71% fertilised. We'll now go and take this wagon back when it's empty. And we could actually put, when we put this on, if we put it on at the right time of day when we've got light soil, we can see where the darkness is going on the soil. We should have stopped 8 minutes ago in game time. I can just see a faint line, I don't know if you can see it, of where my crop has been fertilised. So once we've done that, nearly run out, less than 500 mark, then we'll reassess. So one wagon took us from 58% to 65%. So one wagon load of stuff. Of manure. We could put a mix of fertilizer on and you know, liquid manure on. So I don't know whether we want to risk going all the way back to the farmyard and filling up this first, or just grabbing the yellow, sorry, the little red slurry wagon, which I know is full. I think we'll do that. We'll go and grab the little red slurry wagon and give that a go. And we can leave this on this field here. We'll do it GTA style. Just let it go. GTA farming. The reason is, there was this mission in GTA, if you know it, where you release a trailer whilst you're driving along. I can't remember which mission it was. I'm sure it was GTA. Anyway, you used to release this trailer while you're driving along. I think it was in San Andreas, and it would go steaming on as you turn off and go and bust through this line of cops or whatever. So there's 8,000 litres of gunk. So we'll put a mix of fertiliser on there, and you'll see that the fertiliser will go up. I don't think it really matters whether it's liquid or hard stuff, only that you break it down when you work it into the ground with the cultivator, so it needs to go on before the cultivator runs over it, really. Although you can put it on at any time, it still adds to the fertilisation of the field, but in reality you need to break it up. I think that's what they're saying. And we also need to make sure we've got enough slurry to put on the next field we want to do. You can see where we've been with the tracks, so that's a good indication of where to go next. We will just pull on like this and we'll open up the slurry. That will slow the vehicle right down to its proper cruising speed for putting slurry on the field, hopefully. It's 12 miles an hour, 12 kilometres an hour. Yeah, we're in kilometres, kph. So remember, we're at 65 from 58 originally. I don't think I went all the way to the end that last time, so there's a bit missing there as well in the middle. So this bit here, I don't know why I've turned early. You can see by the marks on the ground there that I did turn early. Then we'll just turn it off temporarily while we go back up to some other place. Cruise control on, slurry on. Okay, we'll just have another recon from 65% fertilised. We're just about over halfway on this container. That's the reason why I wanted to look. 65.13. So it hasn't done any more fertilisation. So is this slurry going anywhere? And you see the cultivated, it says only 0.56%. So let's just reassess the field. 65.13 was the fertiliser, and if it hasn't touched it, then we won't bother putting any more slurry. Nope, 65.13. So the fertiliser hasn't gone on, really. Liquid manure. Now let me just leave this on the field. GTA style. Chantry to Coldborough. We wanted a Coldborough to Chantry as well. Let's get rid of this. Coldborough to Chantry. Or to Yatton, doesn't matter, because Yatton's got manure. Coldborough to Yatton, there's one. This guy's going to probably want to get a caseload And we'll end our videos there anyway. I think we've done enough. 20 past, so we'll end it there, and we'll come back another day. We'll go on through the night with the harvesting here, but basically we'll leave it until it's complete,